Hi, I'm E.W. Jackson. Now, most of you know that I'm a candidate for the United States Senate in Virginia, and that I expect to be going up against Tim Kaine to be elected the next United States Senator from Virginia on November 6th this year. Some of you may not know that I am a senior pastor of an evangelical church. That's right, I actually pastor and preach most Sundays. I'm on an unofficial leave of absence right now because I'm running for office, but I actually pastor a flock. I want to say something to every pastor, every Christian, every person who loves God, loves this country, goes to church most Sundays. Our First Amendment rights are under grave attack, and we've got to stand up to fight for those rights. Look, I want every Christian to be able to hold fast to the biblical definition of marriage without being persecuted, without being fined, without being imprisoned. And there are people who want to do all of that and worse to Christians who simply want to hold fast to our faith. I want every Christian to be able to stand up for the sanctity of life without being made to feel like you're a woman hater or like you're trying to discriminate against women, when all we're trying to do is preserve the lives of those precious unborn babies. But none of that is going to persist. None of that is going to survive if we don't stand up. Our ability to stand up for our rights depends upon our willingness to go to the voting booth and vote our Christian values. You've got to register and you've got to vote. And by the way, April 19th is the final day for registration to vote in the June 12th primary. I would also say this. Yes, I'm a Christian and a minister, but I believe in the Second Amendment. I believe that we have an inherent God-given right to defend ourselves. And that the Founding Fathers believed that too, and that's why they said the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. What about that don't Democrats and the left understand? But if you don't stand up for that right, they are going to take it away. We've already heard rumblings that we need to repeal the Second Amendment. And we need to say, not on our watch. And I would also say this. We've got to stand up for the education of our children. Right now, our public schools are often places of indoctrination, not education. 88 schools in Virginia are not even accredited. Many of those schools in urban areas, some of them in suburban, or I should say rural areas of low economic status. We've got to change that. There's no reason the children of the United States of America and the children of Virginia should not be getting a quality education. And my answer is we've got to have absolute universal school choice, and I've got a plan for doing that. A legislative proposal for a tax credit for anybody who sends a child to a private school. You get a tax credit for paying the tuition for a child to go to a private school or to be homeschooled. And finally, I would say this for all you Christians out there, all you pastors out there, the Constitution does not give us rights. We know that God gave us rights. God gave us freedom. The Constitution was written to secure those rights. But if we don't stand up for the principles that secure those rights, and for the God who gave us those rights, we may well lose those rights. I would urge you, this is not business as usual. This is not just a plea from some politician. I'm not a politician, frankly. I'm a citizen. I love God. I love my country. I love the Commonwealth. I'm making an earnest plea to you. You've got to register. You've got to vote. You've got to get every member of your family, every friend, every colleague who believes in the things I've just enunciated to get out and vote on June 12th. We need more than a mere off-year vote. Oh yeah, we'll just kind of vote in the primary. We need a wave. We need an unprecedented showing of Christian power. And I'm urging you to be part of that wave. We need a movement. And I'm urging you to be part of that movement. So listen, God bless you. I love you all. I love our country. I love this Commonwealth. And we are not about to trade Madison and Mason for Marx and Mao. So let's you and I get busy making sure that we pass on to our children and our children's children the freedom and the opportunity and the tremendous hope that has been bequeathed to us by our founding fathers and those who shed their blood and gave their lives to secure that freedom over many generations. God bless each of you. I'm coming to a church. I'm coming to your church, I'm sure, because I'm going to get to as many churches as I can between now and June 12th. So God bless each and every one of you. Please register and make sure you vote, and I'll see you soon.